Hey guys, it's Becky. I am back with another process video. Today I am going to be using some Pink Fresh Studio papers. They are just scraps I have left over. I am using this Liquitex white gesso and I'm putting it on this paper. They're like kind of orange. I guess it may be kind of a herringbone pattern or similar to. And I pulled out my Dilutions paint. I wasn't sure where I was going, but I knew I wanted to do something with these paints because I love them. I pulled out Vibrant Turquoise, Squeezed Orange, and Lemon Zest. Now I did not have any green yet at this time, so I used this turquoise, and you're going to see here in a minute I put a little bit of the yellow on the top of that sponge with my finger, and I'm going to make myself some green. The photos that I'm going to use, my son is wearing kind of an orangey peach shirt, and he is riding his four-wheeler on the grass, so there's a lot of green, and then his shirt is kind of a peach orange color, so that's why I wanted to get that green in there. Now the colors were a little too vibrant because, like I said, his shirt's more of a peach, so I went ahead and put some more gesso on top. In the end, you cannot really even see what this pattern was on this paper that I used, which is fine. It turned out pretty good. So these little sponge things I got on the stick, I got those from Amazon, and it just came up in like on the side saying people who have purchased what you have purchased have also purchased this. And I think it was like $2, and I was like, those look interesting. So I went ahead and got some, and they're nice to use. They're pretty fun. So I would recommend these little sponge things. So I pulled out some of this twine. It is white and orange twine, and I'm just going to use some Scotch quick dry adhesive and run them down in lines. I put 5 lines or 5 lengths of this twine on this background, and I'm not being very careful. You know, it didn't matter if it was perfectly straight or not. You can see the glue sticking out the side. I didn't care because on this day I just wanted to do something a little bit messy, so that was the whole point of it. Okay, so after I put down this twine, I'm going to pull out, I don't know if you recall this, and I did not show you the paper still intact, but that Pink Fresh paper had this one paper with these hanging diamonds, which is what kind of spurred me on to this idea with the twine going down in rows. They had these diamonds, and they're like hanging from these little dashed lines. So I cut out all those diamonds. I am going to sit those on top of that twine. Right here I had taken out some Heidi Swap Color Shine in Gold and just splattered it around the page a little bit. The reason I did that is because I wanted to use some sequins, and I knew some of the sequins that I was going to use was going to be gold, and it was a pretty big possibility, and ended up being that the splatters and the sequins in gold are the only gold that I have on this page. Right there I showed you that Ranger Archival ink in Tea Rose, and I inked the edges of those diamonds with that ink. Here I am putting down the sequins. You can see them over on the right hand side of my table. Those are sequins that I have purchased at the dollar store. They're just, I don't know how big the sequins are, but they're just the regular size sequins you can get at dollar stores in the US. So I'm going to go ahead and put those down. Here I'm going to get ready to show you my thread, I think, because I'm going to machine stitch it. And I do that very messily. It's not all down the center of that line. It's just, I did it quickly, so it's kind of messy, which is fine. I am going to use some textured basil cardstock as my background. I am sitting that piece of paper that I did all that mixed media on top of it. These are the photos that I'm going to scrapbook. I do end up backing all of those photos with some white cardstock, and right there you can see I had previously typed out my journaling, and I printed it on a piece of that pattern paper that had those, that I cut out those diamonds from. So right here I am arranging the pictures in a way I think I might like. Now there's the paper right there. See, I had several sheets of that. This might be the one where I ordered the paper pack from Scrapbook.com and they sent me 2 packs instead of 1. I don't recall. This might be the collection that happened on, so I have a lot of this paper. Anyways, this is from a sketch from Ready Sketch Go Volume 2. That is what I use for the placement of the photos, or a roundabout way for the placement of the photos. Because I used the Dilutions paint and the gesso and the Heidi Swapp mist, I went ahead and put my photos down with a hot glue gun. I think that might hold it better. I'm not sure. I can come back and tell you in a couple years if they've fallen off or not. And that is also how I'm going to put down this journaling. Right here, I am putting down the words. These are vellum stickers I had gotten in a kit, and I think these might also be Pink Fresh. I'm going to pull out some of these asterisks that are from Pink Fresh, the wood veneer asterisks. Half are one color and half are another. And I also use some little word phrase stickers that are from Pink Fresh. The one over the top photo says "so much fun," and the one over one of those bottom photos says "make your own path," and the one under one of the bottom photos says "keep it real." And these right here that I'm pulling out are some puffy sequins, and I scatter those around the page as well. Now, as you saw there, I took that journaling piece off and put more hot glue on the back because it was popping off. So I don't really know how well this is going to work. Right now, it has probably been a month, and it seems to be holding on there very well. I haven't put it in a page protector yet. It's just been sitting out waiting for me to do my video. So I just put down some of the asterisks, and right here I'm putting down those puffy sequins that I had previously spoke of. And after I put those down, I don't think I do much else. I am looking at it, seeing if I want to add anything else. This one was a lot of fun to make. I love playing with mixed media. I am not 100% comfortable with it yet, but I imagine I will be the more I use it. So it was a lot of fun. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.